G'day everyone, welcome to Limited Edition. This is a Rivals of Ixalan draft. I'm going to walk you through it step by step with my thoughts on the format as we go along and what type of deck we're going to build. First of all, I just want to point out that I think the format is very bomb heavy. I also think that aggro is very good yet again. There's also a lot of common removal, which we can actually see some of here. But let's have a quick look at the pack. First of all, we've got a bomb here in Gulta, Primal Hunger, and most likely will be the card that we take and try and build around. Charging Tuscarion's performed pretty well for me so far. If it gets a hit in on your opponent, it's pretty good. They'd have to sort of block it and kill it. Merfolk Mistbinder is great for Merfolk decks, especially considering they want to be aggressive, so that's a good one. Exultant Skymarsher has been pretty good as an evasive threat, and we've also got Luminous Bonds here. Everything else is relatively average, but I am going to take Gulta, only because I really want a chance to build around it. So let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got Direfleet Neckbreaker, which has proven to be pretty good when I've played against it so far. I haven't played with it yet. Attacking pirates you control get +2/+0. Again, for aggro decks, is extremely good. We've got Knight of the Stampede, which goes extremely well with Gulta here, allowing us to actually reduces his mana cost by 4. So that's an extremely good card that we're looking at here for us at the moment, if we decide to go that way. And we've also got Luminous Bonds, which is probably the best card. Maybe apart from the Direfleet Neckbreaker in the pack. Luminous Bonds can go in a white-green deck and try and do dinos. We've also got Knight of the Stampede, which obviously will go with green. Luminous Bonds is probably the correct pick here, but I really want to try and make Gulta work, so I actually am going to take Knight of the Stampede. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So, Relentless Raptor, which again, another good aggressive card, 3/3 Vigilance for 2 mana. Its drawback is real, but it's an extremely good card. Extremely aggressive card. We've got Hunt the Weak. It hasn't been quite as good as I thought it would be so far, but still good and still on colour for us. Kitesail Corsair, which has been very good for me. I've been quite impressed with that. It doesn't really fit in with the Dinos deck, but it's a good aggressive 2-drop. 2/1 flying when attacking is quite good. We've got Raptor Companion, which actually goes pretty well with Gulta, reducing it by 3. We've also got Overgrown Armasaur. I actually think Kitesail Corsair is the best card here, but I really want to try and make Gulta work, so I'm actually going to take Raptor Companion. I really want to play this card and make a Dinos deck work. Alright, well, we've got another Knight of the Stampede, which could be very handy. And the Overgrown Armasaur, which hasn't done that much for me yet. This card here, Stormfleet Sprinter, has done wonderful things against me. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. But it's pretty much beaten me every time I've played it. Played against it. It's just hard to deal with. 2/2 in colours that are actually quite aggressive. Blue-red aggro seems to be quite an aggressive colour pairing, and it's worked quite well. I am just going to take Knight of the Stampede though, again for the same reasons as I've already said. Okay, so here we've got a Raging Regisaur, so we could move into green-red, sorry, in Rage. I don't know whether we want to do that. We've got Martyr of Dusk, which is annoying, and Sun Sentinel, which is 2/2 Vigilance. Plummet's actually been relatively good out of the sideboard too. There's a lot of flying creatures that you need to be able to deal with, and green and white don't, or white does, but green doesn't have that many ways of dealing with it. Not sure whether we try and stick with white or whether we go into something like this. I might take Raging Regisaur, I think. See how we go. Alright. What's this do? Another target dinosaur you control gains flying until end of turn. And it's a flyer itself. That seems pretty strong. In a Dinos deck, we've got Colossal Dreadmaw, which obviously is pretty strong as well. 6/6 Trampler is quite good, but we can probably get that back relatively late. And plus we can pick them also up in Ixalan packs because they're in there. It's a reprint from Ixalan. Another Martyr of Dusk, Sun-Crested Pterodon, 2/5 flying with Vigilance if you control another dinosaur. I think I like the Majestic Heliopterus better, and that's what I'm going to take. There's another Knight of the Stampede. I'm not sure how many Knights of the Stampede I need. We're going to be pretty heavy on 4 mana there, but Legion Conquistador, which can potentially help us a little bit. Sun-Crested Pterodon again, Swaggering Corsair or Razoraptor. I might... It's a tough one. I don't think I need another Knight of the Stampede, but I think I'm going to take it over everything else there. I don't really want the red creatures either, so I need to look at picking up some 2 and 3 drops somewhere along the line here. Aggressive Urge, not really what we're looking for. Sanguine Glorifier, not great in this deck. Sun Sentinel might just be the pick. In fact it is. Sun Sentinel's the pick over Aggressive Urge. Now we're talking. Erasca Frillback, although a 4/2 for 3 mana and nothing exciting, it does reduce the mana cost of Golter by 4, which is very good, extremely good for us. Overgrown Armasaur and Plummet as well, but I really want to take Erasca Frillback as a 3-drop, which I don't have any of yet. And you can get overrun pretty quickly in this format if you don't have blockers, and it also does just reduce Golter by a lot. I don't really want Erasca Relic here. I think I'm just going to take Legion Conquistador. Again, nothing fancy, but it's a 3-drop. If I pick up a few more, 3 of them would be nice, all up. That seems to be the sweet spot for that, or it was in Ixalan anyway. This is probably a little bit better than it looks because of the fact that Luminous Bonds and Water Knot, they seem to be a lot of them running around, so we'll take that for the sideboard. We'll just take Overgrown Armasaur here. Well, I don't want any of those, so I think we'll just take that, get rid of it. We'll take Naturalize for the sideboard as well. That again comes in handy. And we'll get rid of that island. Alright, so far so good. Need a few more lower end stuff, but not too bad so far. Not much here for us. Baffling End. Yeah, I'm not sure if I actually like that. There's kind of Silk Wrap, if you remember that from Khans of Tarkir block. But it does provide us with some early removal. It might just be the pick. We've got another Sun Sentinel like a pick. There's another 2-drop. I haven't got any removal at all yet. Yeah, I'm just going to take Baffling End. Haven't played with it yet. It might be good. It's certainly a drawback, the 3/3. So if they've got enchantment removal, it certainly is a big drawback, because often you're going to be giving them a better creature than what left the battlefield. Champion of Dust, that's a very good card if we were in Vampires. I quite like that card. There is another Erasca Frillback here. Golden Demise is another premium uncommon in black. Giltgrove Stalker, Hardy Veteran. I think we're just going to take the Frillback again. Again, it's another card that reduces Golter, can kill most creatures, can trade for most creatures in the format. Very good on defense, and if your opponent has nothing, well, it's a very good beatdown card. Well, there's no green in this pack, which is not great, but there is a Luminous Bond, so there's some removal. It's better than Divine Verdict. And there's really nothing else that we want there, so Luminous Bond's a pretty easy pick. Don't know if we'll play the Raging Regisaur. We've got no Enrage cards at this point apart from the Overgrown Armasaur. And I don't think it's really worth splashing red just for that. So we might not be playing that at this point. Well, we've got Imperial Ceratops though. And that's a card that I find opponents always want to deal with. They just never want to give you life. Squire's Devotion, which is actually quite a good enchantment. The problem with the enchantments, unlike in Ixalan, where the removal wasn't great, the removal is good in Rivals of Ixalan. So enchantments have gone down. So look, one with the Wind and Swashbuckling, cards like that have gone down in value. Also got Exultant Sky Marcher, which doesn't fit the theme at all, but it is a 3-mana 2/3, and I do quite like it. I am actually going to ignore the Ceratops at this point and take the Sky Marcher. I just think that you need to have that early interaction. A 3 toughness body is quite good. It can block other flyers, so we'll just take that. Here, I think we just take Guiltgrove Stalker as another 2-mana creature. If you get behind this format, it feels very, very hard to get back in front to catch up. So I think we'll take Guiltgrove Stalker, which is an early play. Arch of Orazka. Ascend, and 1 colorless in mana pool, 5 tap, draw a card, activate this ability only if you have the City's Blessing. Seems decent. There is another Orazka Frillback as well. I'm just going to take the Frillback. What have we got here? We've got Enter the Unknown. Target creature you control explores. You may play an additional land this turn. Doesn't really seem worth it. Famished Paladin. Okay, so that's a 3/3 for 2 mana. Again, that can help us with Golter. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you gain life, untap it. Very good early defensive card. Jade Bear is no good. Sanguine Glorifier is no good. Yeah, I'm just going to take Famished Paladin here. Ooh, Polyraptor. There's nothing else in the deck for us. It's 5/5 for 8 mana, which is not good. If we can deal it damage, then we get a copy of Polyraptor. Dinosaur Pack Rat. We can cast it relatively easy if we have Knights. Yeah, we're just going to take it and play it. We'll see how it goes. So we've got Hunt the Weak or Sun Sentinel here. And they've got 2 removal spells. I think I probably want another one, although I want... Yeah, we'll go another one. Sun Sentinel's a good pick as well. May not be playing Raging Regisaur yet, although with Polyraptor, we'll come back to that. If we get some more Enrage cards, we might do it. It's a good good combo with Polyraptor, but again, we're then sort of looking at our mana base. I'm not sure whether it's worth it. Don't know whether we'll actually play that, but we'll take it. Nothing else there for us anyway. The deck's looking pretty good at the moment. I don't know if I want all those 4-drops. 5 cards left in the pack and no green and white. That's a bit annoying. We'll just take... we'll just take that. So blue and black certainly seem... So maybe we should have been in those 2 colours. A little bit late now. Yeah. Oops. So we might be fighting for some cards here, fighting for some colours here. Although we are getting some decent cards. I don't think the deck's overly strong so far. It's definitely not what I was looking to potentially do in this format. But getting Golter actually changed that. So we're sort of building around Golter here. Well, that's what we're trying to do anyway. Kinjali's Caller. Dinosaur spells cost 1 less. If we have a look at what we've got Raptor Companion. We've got... That's not a dinosaur. They are dinosaurs. So we've now currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dinosaurs. Yeah, Kinjali's Call is just worth it. Again, it can interact with those early 2-drops, or the 1-drops, the 2 power creatures. As long as they don't have the basic stuff, it can just stop them. Ooh, we might be splashing black because that's just way too good to pass. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be splashing black here. Yeah, we can't pass Vona. Vona is just an A+ card. Well, we can't pass that. It's just way too good. Changes plans a little bit in what we need to pick. We've got Settle the Wreckage, which is another extremely good card there. We really need some fixing. I don't like Unknown Shores, but we're going to need to pick up some fixing at some point. Is it better to take Unknown Shores here or Settle the Wreckage? This is tough. I think I'm going to take Settle the Wreckage and hope that we can get some more removal. Again, it's just some more fixing. It's just too good a card to pass. Yeah. All right. So, Shining Aerosaur, Kinjali's Caller again. Again, it's another 1-drop that can help us cast our dinos. Spike-tailed Ceratops. I don't think we want Ancient Brontodon. I think we're just going to take Kinjali's Caller. What do we get here? Crash the Ramparts, another Legion Conquistador, Bright Reprisal. I don't think we need to play the Legion Conquistadors. Although we might. Simply because we're pretty heavy at 4. I think we might actually take the Legion Conquistador. We need that early interaction. There's some fixing. So yes, New Horizons is going to be definitely a pick here. No, Sanguine Sacrament, no. Adzakan Archer, no. That is a good card, but not for our deck. We've already got 2 Kinjali's Caller. Don't really want another one. I think we just take another Raptor Companion again for that 2 mana spot. Sure, we'll take a 3rd Raptor Companion. We'll just take Spike-tailed Ceratops here. 4 mana again, but we'll take it anyway. Blossom Dryad with New Horizons is interesting, so we might take that. Again, we don't want Ancient Brontodon, so Looming Altasaur, I don't think we'll play that. We're a little bit spoilt for choice, admittedly. We've got quite a lot of cards here that can help. We haven't got a lot of dinosaur synergy apart from the fact that we've got stuff that reduces the cost of dinosaurs. Golter actually doesn't need dinosaurs for it to work, but the stuff that reduces the cost of dinosaurs very much helps with Polyraptor. Vona, again, it's a card we're going to be playing. It's not a card that you can pass. Vigilance, Lifelink, and just the ability to destroy anything on the battlefield is just too good. We won't be playing that. Alright, so we're going to need to make some cuts here. Got a lot of creatures and don't have a lot of removal. So we're going to be relying on our creatures to do that. We're going to need to cut a fair bit at 4 mana, I think. I definitely don't want Looming Altasaur. I don't think I want Steadfast Armasaur, as good as it is. Well, we've got Majestic Holopterus. We may only want 2 of the Knights. Don't think we want that. Don't think we want that. So that was the one that gives other dinosaurs flying. They can get an Erasca Frillback in the air over the top of our opponents, so that is probably worth it. We might take Steadfast Armasaur out. What creatures? We could take the 2 Legion Conquistadors out because we didn't really get there with them. Well, 3 would have been good, but we didn't quite get there. I think maybe a Knight. The 2 Kinjali's Callers. Yeah, I think the Knight's fine. And then maybe the Merfolk And we probably need one more out. Sun Sentinel or Blossom Dryad. Blossom Dryad works really well with that, so I don't really want to take Blossom Dryad out. Although it is probably the weakest card if we don't have New Horizons. It does allow us to ramp 1 extra mana a turn, so that does help. Maybe it's Sun Sentinel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think it might be Sun Sentinel that we take out for that. So the plan is basically going to be to try and get to Polyraptor and Golta especially, which we've got a lot of high power creatures. So let's just look at this. If we play one of them on turn 2, so that's 3 power, playing a Razka Frillback, that's 7. On turn 4, we would have 4 land and 7, so we wouldn't quite have enough to cast Golta. Although if we had a Kinjali's Caller out, so if we went Kinjali's Caller, Raptor Companion, or Razka Frillback, we have Golta on turn 4. That's just ridiculous, and should be match winning if it can survive. Yeah, I think I like that. We're going to need 9 plains and 8 forests, I think. Does Magic Online tell us? Oh, no, we need black as well. So I think we need 8. We haven't got anything in 7, 7, and 3. Got no way of actually. I've got New Horizons, so 8, 7, and 3. 8, 7, and 2. Exactly, just 3 sources of black with 2 swamps and New Horizons. That seems fine. Alright, that's our deck. You guys can read the results of how I go at Pure MTGO with my limited edition articles. This will be limited edition number 52. You can